Yo, what is cracking, my lords and ladies? It's Ren Creates. Welcome back. It's been a while. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how to beat Margit, the fell Omen. This is a super easy guide, and we are using the Storm Parry. Storm Parry can be found very early game. If you know the alternative route to going around Stormvale Castle, right there on the ledge right after the broken bridge, there's a scarab down to your right. Kill him and grab Storm Parry. It consumes very little FP to use and has way more frames than a regular parry. On top of that, it can even deflect projectiles as well and has quite a nice respectable radius to it. It is a very good Asher War for early game, and although it doesn't hold much of a candle to say Golden Parry or Carrying Retaliation, it is sure as heck way better than the regular parry, and I would even wager the Buckler Parry as well. Now I do recommend having at least a +3 smithing stone weapon before you go into Margit, or at the very least a +2 somber. You can easily find a lot of those upgrade materials in Limgrave alone, but there's also the Weeping Peninsula as well, along with many other areas too. But I will be using good old longsword and board here. Margit is susceptible to status ailments, so bleed, frostbite, scarlet rot, poison, they all work on him. But I'm just going to be keeping it to unupgraded longsword just for this video to show that it is very possible to beat him even at base level, although I don't recommend you do if you're new. I do have medium equipment load for anyone who is wondering. I know in my consort video I didn't have that, and my starting class is the Vagabond. So what is the strategy? Now, Margit has a phase 1 and a phase 2. His phase 1 is very easy. His phase 2 is a little bit more complex but still manageable. What we're going to be doing in phase 1 is basically just parrying his butt. Parrying his butt, parrying his butt. His giant staff, he's going to be using that a lot. You're going to want to get down the timing of his delayed attacks, but just take a breath, alright? They're not too bad. All you gotta do is just time it out and wait for when he swings. So you want to be parrying while you swing. Also, I highly recommend when you're pressing the parry button that you're also holding forward on your left analog stick. That way you ensure you get that good parry. At least from my experience, but I could be wrong. More may just feels right. But basically, you need to parry him twice before you can get a riposte opportunity. Riposte? Repose? Reprise? I don't know. I always call it riposte. Let me know in the comments section below if I'm wrong. But that's just my jam and jelly. So once you get him knocked down twice, go for that riposte. And you can get him into a little, kind of like a Gwynlock, I like to call it, where you attack once or you drink an Estus once and then he immediately attacks again for a parry opportunity. Generally, this is actually what I do, so I usually get my 2 parries in. I stay close to him, which is very important in this fight. You need to stay close to him until phase 2, then you're going to have to play a little bit more conservatively. But you need to stay close to him in phase 1 to get those parry chains off. It's a lot easier than you think, and once you have down the timing, it's pretty easy. Now, usually I would do a boss guy breakdown here, but I don't actually think it's necessary for Margit, as I do think he is just parry spammable enough to the point where you can basically comfortably beat him. I do believe the hardest thing about Margit is getting used to those delayed attacks. Now, he does have other attacks besides his cane swings. He does have the ability to bring out his spectral knives and throw them at you. Usually he'll do 3 of them. Believe it or not, Storm Parry can actually take care of deflecting these, so that's pretty cool. But I don't recommend you rely on that because there's a high chance you won't be able to parry spam it fast enough and you will get hit by at least one of them. Unless it's the last one, of course. He can also use that knife to do a double swing, so be careful of that, although a rollback should save you. He also can bring out his spectral sword and swing that twice. And also, he can combo that up with a nice stab forward with his cane. You can just back away from this. You can roll into it, but I don't recommend for a spectral attack you do roll in because there's a high chance he's catching you, even at low roll. So now for phase 2. Phase 2, he's going to get out his hammer, jump, do a massive swing smash at you. You can punish this by rolling in or just running away and then going in for a quick R1, although I do recommend waiting to see what he does next. Generally, he's more aggressive in this phase, so what you have to do is be wary of his giant hammer attack. He can also use his swords and spin around. You can just dodge back from this and run. Again, I never recommend rolling into any of his spectral weapons. They are just too fast and it's way too risky. And in phase 2, he's going to be doing a lot more of his spectral attack combos. One thing to note is every time you do heal on Margit, he is going to get more aggressive. So he will aggro you the moment you heal. I don't know why he just always does this. And yeah, the storm parry method, the Margit, is super duper good. I do think that Margit absolutely is the true test for many Elden Ring players, regardless of if you're coming back to fight him or not. But if you want that usual Souls experience, this is one way to do it. And I'm just gonna say it outright, it feels so good to parry him. Seriously, Storm Parry is so powerful. That is how to beat Margit, the fellow Omen, with Storm Parry. Very easy. Again, upgraded weapons, you're very likely to beat him in very few tries at all. If you're new to the game, if you're new to Souls games, and you want to give parrying a try, this is an excellent opportunity to do it, and I strongly endorse it. But yeah, that's all I have to say for Margit, the fellow Omen. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Elden Ring content. I am getting back into it. I know it's been a while, but don't worry, I'm back at it again. Ren has got you covered. Let me know in the comment sections below if you guys have any other suggestions or if I could do something better that I didn't in this video. And yeah, let me also know what you guys want to see next in the comment sections below. I do have a Discord server. You can join it to go and team up with other Tarnished as well. The link will be in the description below or in my channel banner along with all my other socials. So please, if you want to support me, check it out. And yeah, that is how to beat Margit, the fellow Omen with Storm Parry. Thank you guys so much for watching. So go out there and parry Margit, the fellow Omen, my fellow Tarnished. Peace out.